back then with another guide video for Marvel's Avengers, and this video will be all about how you farm units. Now, units are the currency that's used within the vendor you can see on screen at the moment. So this is the cosmetic vendor. It's where once a week it will rotate and you can get different nameplates, emotes and also legendary costumes for your characters. Now, the method I'm showing off, I will mention it is for endgame players. You could try to do it at lower levels, but it just won't be as efficient as it is as you progress in the game, because you actually get more units dropping using this method at higher levels. But just to put it into perspective how much you'll be getting, it will be roughly around about 3,000 units per hour. Now, I've played the game a ton since it came out on the 1st. I would say I've probably played it about 50-60 hours, something like that. Yes, I am that sad, but in that time I've only managed to farm 12,000 units, and this method once again will get you around about 3,000 units per hour. So let me jump in and let me show you how this is done. So the farming route in question we'll be using is within one of the vaults. Now, before you can actually gain access to the vault, you actually need to get a vault key first. Now, I found the easiest place to actually get one of these is the Stark Realities level. So let me jump into this and I'll quickly show you where you get your vault key. So you can use any hero to get the key, but for the purpose of making it nice and quick in this video, and if you're looking for the key for the purpose of getting it nice and quick as well, I would just jump on Iron Man and you can fly away to it. So I'll show you the route here now. Now you can see up the top left we've got a little radar ping there, which means we're getting closer to the vault which has the key. So we just keep following that, and it's right next to this last tree here. I'm just going to drop down and a switch will appear. There we go, there's the switch in question here, and then we'll have the vault open in just a moment. If you played the beta and if you watched any of my videos from the beta, you'll probably be very familiar with this part. But we go in here, and this is where you see in a second we'll get the vault key from this chest. And there we go, we've now got the key. Now from here you can finish the level if you want, or what you can actually do is just bring up your pause menu and then you hold down your button to go back to the helicarrier. Once you have your vault key, then you want to head to the snowy tundra area. Now there will be two vaults available. You've got the regular lower level one, and then you've also got the snowy tundra vault, the elite version. Now you'd want to put this onto the brutal difficulty, so it will be difficult but you won't actually be fighting enemies. You'll just really be getting around the map as quickly as you can and opening chests. But you can see the actual power level for this mission, because the power level of my character and also the fact it's on brutal difficulty is 151, but as a result of that we will be getting that close to 3,000 units per hour from farming. So let me now show you the farming route. What I'll do then is I'll talk you through the route we are going now. If you notice the Quinjet's coming in really fast there, I've sped this up a little bit just so it doesn't take as long to go through it. Now this can be used as a farming route for gear as well. So here we go, let's start to go through this. Now straight away at the right here there is a silver chest that will give you 45 units. However, there's 4 switches you need to press on brutal difficulty. It can be really pretty difficult actually getting those switches without getting downed, and it's way out of the way. So the option is there. Personally, I just ignore that one. Above us there is a bronze chest that has 9 units. Don't really think that's worthwhile getting, to be honest. So we're just heading on here. Sometimes to the left there a little bit you can get a silver chest, and to the right hand side right now there will actually be an elite enemy. So it's up to you if you think you're strong enough to actually take him out. If not, if you're going just purely for the units, then you follow the route we're going on right now. Here we go, we're coming upon the first building here. Now there are 4 switches, they'll either be on the walls, there'll be ones you need to kick, and there'll be ones on the floor. They can be quite difficult to get all 4 of them due to all the enemies, but with me playing Black Widow at the moment, activate the invisibility and then I can get the switches nice and easy. Other heroes, you just really need to stay mobile because the enemies will hit hard on this difficulty. This will be a gold chest, so it'll give you some nice loot, but it will also give you a whopping 75 units, which is really pretty huge. There we go, we can see the units on the right hand side there. So we're heading off to the next chest. The remaining chests will all be silver chests, and that means they give 45 units apiece. So in total, once we've got all the chests, it's 255 units we get, and it takes around about 4.5 minutes of gameplay, and then I've added in a further 2 minutes just for loading screens to restart as well. Here's the next chest here. No switches or anything there, it's simply just climbing up the cliffs to get that one. The next one, you will have one switch. It's either a switch just right in front, I find, of the door, or it will be one of the buttons you shoot behind the back of the building. In this instance, I believe it was actually a switch in front of the door, so it's a little bit hairy with all these enemies here, but we managed to get in and out pretty quick. You can see we're actually getting some nice legendary gear here as well, and that will be gear tier 130. This next one here, you can see we've got the switch on the back. Otherwise, you'll sometimes have one of the switches you need to melee hit 3 times on the right hand side of the building, but it's just a silver chest again here. And then we're all the way up this satellite here. This will give us our final silver chest. If you have a DNA key, there's actually a DNA chest up here as well. Looting them isn't that good, so personally I wouldn't really recommend using the key at the moment. I'm hoping at a later date to maybe retune the loot in these chests, because you can only farm 2 keys a day and the loot's really pretty underwhelming. Now I will just mention as we're finishing up here, once you get the chest here, I'll actually show you in a second. We'll get the chest first. Then what we'll do now, once you've done that, if you want, you can actually just go straight ahead here. And there's another satellite. You got the top of the stairs on that satellite, and there is another silver chest. For some odd reason, that silver chest doesn't drop units, so if you're farming for gear, then most definitely go for that silver chest as well. If you're farming purely for your units, then you want to quit out on the last chest. But there we go, there it is there. So that will allow you to get your legendary costumes, or 7,500 of your units, so roughly about 2.5 hours of farming, which yes, it is boring, I will admit that, but it would allow you to get a legendary costume there. So hope this has been helpful. If you found a better route, let me know in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon.